What's going on, guys? My name is Lane. Today we're doing a speed rebuild of the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to put 10 minutes on the clock. Let's start it in 3, 2, 1, and go. On offense, we're going to focus on the left guard, the center, the receivers. On defense, we need a complete linebacker change. Other than that, I think we're good to go. So let's sign all the usual suspects. I think for left guard, we're going to go for Nelson. For receivers, maybe we go for Larry Fitzgerald. I don't know what other older receivers are there in the league. I'd have to think about that. Maybe we can get like an Edelman from the Patriots. Maybe for linebackers, get a Dante Hightower or Lorenzo Alexander. We're going to have to look into that. I'm trying to think of like older linebackers in the league other than that. And really nothing's coming to mind at the moment because I need to get guys north of 30, like 32, 33, 34. And I don't know how many of those are in the league, to be honest. Let's get Hilton, Collins, and Gilchrist, and we'll just move right on. We are going to get Nelson right away. I know I do that in almost all my rebuilds, but it's so easy, and I'm not really sure why it's easy. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments below. Let's get Gilchrist, and we'll move right along. There we go. We wasted just about a minute. That's fine. Still 9 minutes to go. Let's go to the good old Indianapolis Colts. Is it Quinton Nelson? It is Quinton Nelson, or Quinton Nelson, not Quinton. All right. He's 22 years old. I can't believe they just give him up for like basically free. They need running backs, so let's give him Jay Ajayi. Let's give him Alex Collins. They need a corner. Do we throw them Mike Hilton, or we go with Young? I think that might be the better. Actually, we probably should start with this. Oh, we're so close. Yeah, let's throw him Young. And that should seal the deal, I have to imagine. Yes, okay, Nelson's on our team. Who's an older center? Is Mack on the Falcons? He's up there in age, but I also don't know what his overall is. He is 32 years old and 89 overall. That should be somewhat easy. They need a corner, left outside linebacker, left guard, right tackle. Let's start at left outside linebacker. We have Judon, which I don't think would be a good move. I wish Nick Perry was a left outside linebacker. Granted, we could change him over there. Let's throw in Hilton. Who do we have for a left guard? Lewis? Okay, that's not going to work out. Fullback? Richard? I mean, if they want Richard, I'll give him to him, but I doubt they want him. Okay. That was actually really, really easy. Now, let's try to get Larry Fitzgerald. He's an 85 overall. What do they need? A free safety? Of course, we have plenty of those. Trey Boston, Gilchrist. And then I'll throw him a third-round draft pick. The Ravens don't have a second, or they didn't have a second last year. Okay, Fitzgerald's on our team. So we need to focus on those linebackers. Like I said, I want to try to get Dante Hightower, who might be 29 in this. He's 28 in this. So I don't know if this is going to happen. What do they need? Right end, left tackle, defensive tackle, linebackers. We don't have any of those. We do have Michael Pierce. I don't know if that's the best idea. We have Willie Henry. I'll try to throw him in there. I'll try to, I mean, that's probably not the best bet since we're trying to get linebackers. And let's throw in a 2 next year. I mean, we got halfway there. I don't think this is going to happen, though. Let's just move on. Let's go linebackers. Let's start with middle linebackers. Zach Brown, maybe. Brandon Marshall doesn't make sense. See, they're all so young. I don't know if this is going to happen. Bobby Wagner. I don't think we're getting Bobby Wagner. I'd love to try, though. We do have a bunch of tight ends, so we could probably throw Mark Andrews. We could throw him. No, not Earl Thomas. Right end, left end. Who do we have right? Oh, we have Mohamed Wilkerson. That's right. And then what? Let's try this first. I doubt this will work. We're close, so maybe if we just throw him that first-round draft pick, make this a done deal and get Bobby Wagner on the team. We are so close, and I don't know how to make that any better. Unless we do 2 number 1s. They don't want Mark. Ooh, really? What if this is going to be crazy. What if I do 2 number 1s, and then we throw them Mohamed Wilkerson? So they don't want. Okay. So do they want Andrews more than Wilkerson? I guess not. Hayden Hurst? I doubt it. Hurst is older than Andrews. He was just drafted. So I don't think this is going to happen. Who do we have for a bat? We have RG3. I don't think they want they don't want RG3. We're not going to be able to get Bobby Wagner. Let's go back to the middle linebackers and just move right along. Devin Bush. Vince Williams doesn't make sense. McKinney, no. Cunningham, no. Woodyard. Now that's a move we could probably get. I don't want to throw them all this. Left end, right outside linebacker, which we have. No, we don't have Nick Perry, do we? Oh, no, we traded him away. Okay. Left end, let's give him Wilkerson. Receivers, we don't really have anything. Maybe Seth Roberts. I doubt they want him. Okay, they do. We got Woodyard. That's not like a crazy pickup, but it's not a bad way to start. What do we have left on the clock? We have about 5 minutes left. How old is Floyd? Floyd's young, right? Yeah. Lorenzo Alexander. That's the guy I said we are going to try to make a play for. So let's do it. They need a quarterback, tight end. We have that. Corner we don't really have to give him. Nick Boyle. Who's my backup defensive tackle? Warmly, they're not going to want him. Quarterback, I'll throw you, RG3. I doubt you want him, though. We're close, so it's probably the defensive tackle. So we could probably go with a draft pick, maybe a number 2 next year. Yes, okay, Lorenzo Alexander is on the team. I'm trying to think, what else we got, a right outside linebacker, so we need a left outside linebacker. I'd love to make a play if I'm Miller. I just don't think it'll happen. Middle linebacker, defensive tackle, receiver, tight end. No, probably not. Reddick. I'm trying to think who's an older left outside linebacker in the league. It just nothing's coming to mind right now. Josh Allen. Actually, who's the backup to Josh Allen? Jacobs, no. Jenkins, no. See, there's like nobody that's up there in age. Van Noy, I guess, but that's not a good pickup. Clay Matthews, I could try to do. Center, we don't have any of those positions. What if I throw you a 4, 3, and a 4? That's not going to come close, right? Yeah, we're not going to be able to get Clay Matthews. I'm trying to think if we should just move on from a left outside linebacker, deal with Judon. Probably, might be able to get Kerrigan. They need a free safety, quarterback, right tackle, left guard, receiver. We don't have any of that. Unless they want Willie Snead, which I doubt. And a 3 and a 4, which I highly doubt. Or not, okay? Ryan Kerrigan's on our team. So we have Judon that we can play with now. What I want to do is look for an older receiver. Doug Baldwin, probably not a bad idea to try. DeAndre Hopkins not going to happen. Adam Thielen is up there in age, but I don't think we're going to do that. AJ Green. Maybe. We could probably get AJ Green. And then we have Larry Fitzgerald and Marquise Brown. I don't know why his name just blanked in my head right there. Judon they might want. Left guard. Corner we're outright. Yeah, we're basically out. And then throw them maybe a 4th? I mean, we have first-round draft picks, so we could throw that if we wanted to. And maybe at this point we should, because we have probably like 3 minutes left. I'll have to take a look at that in 1 second. Let's go number 1 next year. We're close. I don't know if that's going to be close enough. So let's throw them first this year with Judon. Okay, so we have to throw them one more player, because I don't think we're going to do 2 number 1s. I'm trying to think. Left guard, we don't really have anything. We have 2 minutes left. Left tackle, we don't have anything. Unless I throw them a corner and then we just try to work from there. Brandon Carr? No. Jimmy Smith and Humphrey just doesn't make sense. We're going to have to move on from AJ Green. We have a minute 50 left. Come on, let's go to receiver. Beasley, no. Manuel Sanders might be an easy guy to get. Beckham, Landry, Evans, Christian Kirk, Keenan Allen. I don't see anything. Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, no. I guess Julian Edelman? Who in theory we should be able to just do this. Okay, wow, I didn't think it was actually be that easy. So we have a minute 30 left. And I don't really know where to go from here. Like, do we go for like a Michael Bennett for no reason whatsoever? Throw them like a first round. Do we have both our first round draft picks? We do. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make that happen. Where do we go from here? We have a minute left on the clock. Saints. I mean, Jared Cook doesn't make sense whatsoever. I want to do something with these first round draft picks. That's the problem. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make that happen. It's going to have to be a random player that we can get with a first round draft pick, and I just don't see it with 40 seconds on the clock. I mean, Cameron Wake, maybe? I'm going to throw in first round draft picks. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'm going to make this happen. And it still doesn't make it happen. I don't get that whatsoever. I'm not going to make this straight happen. It's just really not going to happen, and I don't really understand it. So we're just going to end it there. I mean, should we just end it there? I don't know. I can't think of anything. Let's go I just need an older player. Like, maybe Delaney Walker? Yeah, I'm not going to make this happen. Not with that much time left on the clock. I can't even think of an older player at this point. So we're just going to end it there. That'll be fine. I think we addressed everything we wanted to address. Right? Yeah, we're an 88 overall team. Look at that offensive line. Looking good. The receivers looking good. Defense, we beefed up our whole, I guess not middle linebacker. But other than that, I think we're good to go. Let's go to the playoffs. We made the playoffs in 9-7. It was only good enough for a wild card spot, though. I imagine the Browns won the division. They did it 13-3. Steelers 7-8-1. The Bengals 6-10. Check out the stats. Lamar Jackson, 4,100 yards, 32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Rushing. Mark Ingram, about 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. Dixon with 4. Edwards with 3. Receiving. Edelman, about 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, 94 catches. Fitzgerald, 87 catches, 945, 6 touchdowns. Andrews, 663, 4 touchdowns. Moore, 722 with 3. Hurst has 4 touchdowns, 2 for Dixon, 1 for Brown. On defense, 93 tackles for Humphrey. That's it for our defense. Sack totals, 6 for Williams, 5.5 for Alexander, 5 for Bowser, 4 for Henry, 3 for Anzouar. I don't know how to say that name. 3 for Ferguson. Interceptions, 3 for Smith, 2 for Anzouar, 2 for Jefferson, Carr, 1 for Kerrigan, Woodyard, Humphrey, and Earl Thomas. What do we have for safeties? Hey, we have at least 1 by Bowser and 1 by Henry. A defensive touchdown by Earl Thomas. Nice. Yearly awards. Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers. They went 15-1. How? Any Ravens up here? No, we do have Hunt Mayfield, Coach of the Year, Anthony Lynn. We're not even up here. Okay. A lot of teams had more than 10 wins. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Deshaun Watson. Hey, Lamar Jackson at 9. Defensive Player of the Year. No Ravens. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Lamar Jackson at 3. Nothing else. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I imagine there's nothing. Yeah, I was going to say there's probably nothing up here. Now, what are we going to have for XP before we can see? Who are we playing? I think the Texans. 1 for Jackson, 1 for Edelman, 2 for Nelson. Nothing else too crazy on defense. Really nothing crazy. Let's upgrade our team. I think we can get to the divisional round. I certainly hope so. If we don't, I will be very, very disappointed. Can we beat the 11-5 Houston Texans? Let's find out. Yes, now we're playing against the 13-3 Cleveland Browns. Don't really have anything for XP, but that's fine. I want to use it anyways. Can we get to the conference championship? Beat the Cleveland Browns? I doubt it. I didn't think so. We lost 38-24. Thought we had a better chance of that, I have to be honest. Nope, that's the Rams versus the Cardinals. 38-24. Baker Mayfield, 250, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jackson, 258, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Rushing, Kareem Hunt, 19 for 95 with a touchdown. Ingram, 51, Dixon, 28. Receiving, Landry, 10 for 114 with a touchdown. Andrews, 8 for 63 with a touchdown. Edelman, 8 for 98 with 2 touchdowns. Always shows up in the playoffs. Fitzgerald, 45 yards. Allison with a touchdown. Njoku with a touchdown. Touchdown for Beckham. 1 for 6. What happened there? But that will be it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a like down below. Make sure to check out my channel. Subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.